Hi, happy Monday. Thanks for joining me here. Tonight, we are hopefully going to finish our little bunny stuffed animal plush guy here. I think he's turning out so cute. We have to sew the hole tonight and we're going to put back legs on him. So thanks so much for joining me. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for the beginning crafter. And I'm here every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. And it's a time that we can relax and craft together. And I am so happy you guys are here. We are going to finish up our little bunny pattern. Here's our little sample guy. He's all made up. I'm starting to see your bunnies over in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group on Facebook. So just keep putting them up there. They are so cute. It's really fun seeing them. So this is our little fella so far. We got his little button eyes on there. We stitched the head on last time and stuffed him. And now we're just going to finish stuffing the opening here, finish sewing shut the opening, and we have all his little legs that we gotta sew on yet as well. So that is the plan for the evening, everyone. All right, let's go. Okay, here he is, looking so cute. Hey Shirley, yes, I am on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time here. Ooh, how old is Blue Bunny? Blue Bunny's gotta be at least a good 5 years old. Blue Bunny here. Yeah, I've had him for a little while yet. Oh, Marion says she got her bunny and alligator patterns today. That is awesome. We do have an alligator stuffed animal that's kind of similar to this guy, but he's an alligator, and that would be fun to make up one of these times too. I definitely would love to do that. So this week is kind of a weird week from what we normally do because it's half March and half April this week. The first half, or the first day I want to work on this guy, but then Tuesday and Wednesday I would like to try finishing up our embroidery of the month. I'm still not done with this. I have a few more of the thyme leaves, and I have some parsley, like a parsley sprig back there to finish up. I would love to get this done before March is over, which is like 3 days. So bunny number 1, and then the embroidery number 2, and then it is April, if you can believe it. All right, I got Zeb out here. He is from Fish Museum and Circus, one of my little collections of him, and I need, there we go, our little straw needle here. I am going to stitch up this guy's back right there. So that's where we left off. Let's see. I'm going to just grab some gray thread here, the gray thread we've been using. So I forgot to put a tag in here. Oh, look, I did. I did put a tag in this guy, and I forgot to put it in here. So I was thinking I could maybe stitch it into the side here, but maybe that'd be super weird. I don't know. I might just leave it off. Yeah, I might just leave the tag off, because if I put the tag here, then his like foot will be here, and that's kind of goofy. Yeah, so I think I might just leave the tag off. Maybe I'll put him in the tail or something later, or pick it open and stitch it in. But for now, I forgot to put the tag in again. I always forget that. All right, I'm gonna grab some thread. Let's put it through the thread conditioner, just because I like it. It'll stiffen up the thread a little bit, which will help. Inside the back legs. Oh, that's true. I could put it inside the back leg. Oh yeah, I could do it kind of yeah, like I could, when I hand stitch on the leg, I could kind of tuck it in back there. That wouldn't be half bad. Then it's kind of hidden back there. Maybe we'll do that. That might be a good solution. Good idea. All right. Run the thread through here. Okay, so Lenore's asking, how is the straw needle, it's also called a milliner's needle, how is that different than a regular sharp sewing needle? I'll show you. So it is the only real thing different is that it's longer. So here's your normal, like, universal kind of sharps, is what it's called, just like a sharp needle or a universal needle. It's silly. It's called a sharp, which is, obvious, right? Sharp needle, but it's actually, they're called sharps when they're just like your normal needle. So here's the straw needle. This happens to be a skinnier needle, but even with the less skinny straw needles, they're just a hair longer. That, as far as I know, is really the only difference. I could use just the universal needle. I've just been lately using the straw needle a lot more for things, and I like it because, just that extra length is helpful. It makes me feel like I'm less likely to accidentally get it stuck in stuck in the piece somewhere. Like, have it fall off in the piece. I don't think that'd really happen, but I don't know. That's where my brain's going. Okay, so I think I will pin this together just a little bit because this opening is kind of big. So I want to tuck in these edges a little bit and just get that stuffing in there. And I got my little magnetic bracelet on again. That's been helpful for this project for sure. I'm just going to kind of grab this edge with the pin, and I think that'll do. Yeah, I just need it shut a little bit to get this far, and then I can probably make it the rest of the way. That works well. Okay, let's do that ladder stitch again. Oh, it almost looks like my stitches are coming apart here. Oh, you know what? They're not. Okay, so look at this. I thought my stitches were coming apart, but that's actually, that black there isn't a hole. It's like printing from like one of these leaves, but I'm like, what the heck? There's a hole there. There's not. Hi. All right, I'm going to just, I tied a knot in the end of the thread, and I'm going to come up on the bottom edge of him here. And we're doing the ladder stitch the same way that we stitched on the head. So I'm just going to kind of zoomy through it. Oh, Sylvia says, I'm sure there are some needles in my pin cushion. Yeah, from the needle just kind of going all the way through. Yeah, that kind of scares me too with some of mine. All right, so again, a ladder stitch. You're making a stitch horizontally, and then you're going directly across to the, in my case, the bottom edge here, and I'm making another stitch horizontally. And then I'm going straight above and making a stitch on the top part horizontally, and I'm just going back and forth like doot 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 doot, that just up and down. And I don't even have to pull it completely tight. I can just work on the stitches here a little bit and let this gap happen. So that's why it kind of looks like a ladder, right? Because you have all these kind of crossbars happening. And after I make a few stitches, like, I'll probably go all the way up to my needle, and then you can pull it shut. That's kind of the beauty of a ladder stitch and why it's used a whole lot. Well, it is what's used to close stuffed animals, even on professionally made stuffed animals, like even commercially made. So like even the ones that you find at Target and stuff, they will be closed up with this ladder stitch. And you can kind of tell what it looks like. It has kind of, I don't know, not a totally smooth seam line. I'll show you. So okay, so here's all my little ladders. All I'm going to do is pull on my thread, and they're all going to close up. It's kind of magical. But you can see it's a little bit of a bloopy seam. I mean, it's totally closed, it's fine, but it has like that little bloopiness. So if you're looking at a commercial pattern, or not pattern, but a toy, just any stuffed animal toy, if you see that kind of little bit of a bloopiness along a seam, that is where it was closed using the ladder stitch. So I'm just going to shimmy sham across the rest of this. I probably could have used, probably still could use another pin. I'm going to throw another pin in here. This is just wanting to pop open. I'm just going to put a pin at the end here. There we go. That's good. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to pull these little stitches shut. I like the straw needles versus the, universal sharps needles, just because there's more kind of to grab on when you do these stitches. More needle to grab on when you push it through. Just that little detail makes it just a little bit more relaxing to stitch, I think. Alright, let's pull this shut. This is turning out just fine. Alright, let's get the rest of this now. These guys definitely take on a new character once they're all stuffed, and he's going to be so happy when he has his back legs, I think, this little bunny. Kind of want to make another one. I don't think I'll have time to make another one before Easter here on the weekend, but this one was fun, at least. I'll have him sit out here with Blue Bunny, and they can hang out for Easter. I'm just pulling it. Sometimes I'll just wrap my finger around to get a better grip on the thread when I pull. But I got about, 6 more stitches here, and then we'll be done. Oh, yep, Paula, we stitched the head on Friday. Yep. Oops, shoot, lost my needle. I always do that. So what did we do Friday? We stuffed it. So we stuffed the head and stitched it on, or maybe we had the head stuffed already, but we stuffed the body a little bit more, sewed the head on, and then stuffed the body the rest of the way. And now we're just sewing it up the body because we didn't finish that part. And we got the legs to do yet. Alright, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to pull it tight, and then I'll tie my little knot and hide that knot on the inside. Alright. We got that pulled shut. I probably could have stitched this whole thing and pulled shut, but that would have been a whole lot of stitches, and I would have been a little bit afraid of breaking my thread. If I used like a really stiff, hardy thread, which maybe I should have, then I probably could have stitched the whole thing and just yanked on it and pulled the whole body shut, which is awesome because then you can really stuff it as full as you want, because you'll just be zippering it shut, basically. Okay, my needle can hang out here. I will need it later. Okay, so he is all sewn up, and then we can kind of just distribute the fluff a little bit, just squish him around till it's nice and good. I got a pile of fluff on the outside. I'm going to have to take like a lint roller and roll it all off, but there he is. He's looking super cute. He's definitely missing some back legs yet, though, but other than that, he is all together, looking cute. Got his little face on. I love him. So, all right, next up, let's get going on his back legs. So he has 2 back legs, and ultimately we're going to kind of offset them. This is the top of the bunny, so if we're looking at him like this, we're going to offset the legs a little bit. Just this whole entire pattern has this fun little kind of offset look. So that's how we're going to throw them on here. So one guy's here and one's here. So that side And that side we just scooched it up a little bit more. So he's kind of leaning on his side. He's chilling on the ground. So how we do that is we have all our feet parts here. So let's like match them up right sides together to start out so we have the right ones. Okay, so these two together and these two go together. So we have drawn little holes on the white fabric here, our fabric number 2. We need to actually cut those out because we're gonna turn our pieces out through there. I'm going to actually cut it a little bit bigger than the hole. You want this hole as small as you can get it, but you still got to be able to pull the whole leg through. So I'm going to just maybe make it a hair bigger, but not too much. So that's one. So it'll look like just like a little hole in the middle there when we put our right sides together. Okay, so I'm just trying to match these sides. And we're actually going to sew all the way around. We're going to make a closed loop. We're not leaving any openings. We're going to put it through that opening ultimately. So let's get this one as well. I'm just kind of folding it in half on that circle to get a little snip in there to start. I may have to make these holes a little bit bigger. We can be a little abusive to them, like we can stretch them a little bit, let them fray a little bit is fine, because they're going to be hidden ultimately. They're going to be right up against this fabric. Okay, let's match that guy up. And now we're just going to sew around both of these all the way around, and that's that. Alright, so let's start at the bottom, I think. And you know what, I think we'll start without a leader on here. Just so I can go right at my 1/4 inch. Oops. Alright, right leg. So I'm just starting at the bottom of the leg. Could really start anywhere. Oh, I got my fabric in here. There. All right, I'm going to back tack a little bit too, just to lock it in place. And around we go. So I may have to stop a little bit here and there, like this, just to really get these curves. This old machine does not slide around and do curves very well. It really wants to grab onto that fabric and make it go straight, which is awesome usually, but makes these curves difficult sometimes. Alright, a little straightaway, gotta zoom me through. I'm just going like 2 stitches at a time around this tight curve. Oh, Amy says, so excited to have the turkey lacer kits. Yes, so we are finally about ready to ship these. We are still waiting on one last thing that'll come early this week. So these will all go out. The kits that you guys pre-ordered, those will all go out this week. And we'll put them together on not this coming Monday, but the Monday after that. I think it's the 12th. It'll be the first day that where we usually work on the Splendid Sampler 2. It'll be the first day of that week. We'll make those turkey lacers. We'll give that a go. Because I think y'all should have them by then. At least that's the plan. We'll definitely update you if that changes, but I don't expect it to. But I'm excited. Stuff finally came for it. And I think it's all gonna work out. It'll be fun to put them together, for sure. Ooh, we're kind of doing this skinny side first. But yeah, I think the beads are pretty, and I think they're going to be some really cute stilettos that we can make together. All that squeaking is my foot pedal. I bet you the foot pedal could use some oil too. It's just so squeaky. Not that I'm against that sound, but I don't know. Be neat if it was nice and smooth too. Okay, Patty's asking what color beads did I get for them. So it actually looks a whole lot like the little drawing that I did for the product listing on the website. So it's like a turquoise circle, like a flat circle, kind of like this in the center. And then it has two smaller beads on the edge. And those are kind of like a tan stone, like a light stone color almost. And it's variegated a little bit. So some will be like a lighter, closer to like a, not a white, but some might have a little bit of that white kind of quartziness going through, and then some get a little bit darker. So it'll be kind of a mixed thing of like some pretty tans together. So that those are the two beads, and then it does actually have some spacers and some enders as well that we'll be playing with. All right, so before I turn these right side out, I do want to do my little clipping and trimming. So let's grab, I'm going to grab these two guys I think I might need. So I've been using just around my round curves a pinking shears because it's so much faster than cutting all like a pile of little triangles. And again, this is to reduce bulk because all of this extra bulk has to wind up on the inside, like flipped inside out. You know what? I think I'm just going to go around this whole thing and that will do the job for me, I think. Call it a day. There we go. And let's do this one. It's all so cute with the pinking, the pinked edges. Alright, especially this little guy here at the toe. All of that's a lot of fabric that would be stuffed in that little spot. Alright, I'm going to now try and turn these right side out through this tiny hole. We'll see how that goes. And then we got to stuff these, and we will stitch them just like how we stitched the head on, just with the ladder stitch going around, just on his little side. We'll pin them where they should go, and that'll be good. So I think I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use the hemostats. I keep forgetting what these are called. These are great for stuffed animal making. I think I'm going to I'm going to put some of these in the shop. So I'll have a few at some point, and I'll definitely let you know. And we'll make some more toys too. I think that'll be fun. But for toy making, these are really nice. The hemostats, so, you know, they grab, they got like a nice like zigzag grabbing edge, and then they lock shut. That's the key, is that you can really grab a ton and pull things right through. And then you just kind of push it to separate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt to pull this through this tiny hole. I think it's kind of a lot, but I'm going to just kind of open up my hemostat and go in and grab just the end of the toe here, and I'm going to just try and pull it through. And I'm not even locking it in. Well, now I will. So I have it locked in place, so I don't even have to hold on it, and it's grabbing it. and we just pull it right side out, and that worked pretty dang freaking swell, if you ask me. All right, so we basically got the whole thing turned right side out. We just had to pull the last, big part through. Well, that was easy. All right, and then I'm just going to have the closed version of it, and I'm just going to push the seams all the way out around. And there we go. That is the first little leg there. This is actually the back leg, so it'll go about right there or so. And let's get this one. Oh, Kathy, I did work on the other machine. So the other machine, the one that's actually behind me when I start the show, that is my 70s Kenmore machine. I did not fix the feed dog, so the feed dogs are still stuck in the down position. That's why I've only been using it for free motion quilting, where the feed dogs need to be down, typically. But the cord was shorting out, so I couldn't use it at all. So I did get that cord, and John replaced it this weekend. So while I was working on something else, he switched that out for me, which was so nice. We haven't actually tested it yet, but I will do that. So I'm hoping the short is gone, which means the week that we work on the Splendid Sampler 2, we get to do some quilting, which I'm super excited about. So free motion quilting, not next week, but the week after, after we make our stiletto, then we'll be doing some free motion quilting on that machine. So we should be ready to roll. If it shorts again, that would be super annoying and weird. Okay, we're ready to stuff these. Let's get right at it. I would love to be able to get these on completely on tonight yet. So I have my big bag of fluff. I'm going to just grab a chunk out of it again. We're going to make a whole big freaking mess on my table here. Man, I'm already kind of coughing from it. This, like I said, would be a great time to wear a mask. Just fluffing up all this stuff. And you are going to have to just completely wipe down your table afterwards. But again, to start with, I mean, this looks like a lot to fit in here, but we'll actually need more. Just make sure you always fluff it up beforehand, then it won't be so like chunky and pebbly when you get it in. And I can actually take, I mean, I still have to stuff it in this tiny hole, so I can actually take the end of this fluff and start pushing it in with the hemostat as well. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. You can use a chopstick or something. That works great. Get in there. I don't have any in the top yet, so we'll fill in that area too. Probably would have been easier for a slightly smaller piece of fluff to start out with, but I really want to stuff these up. We're not actually sealing this hole. It's just going to be by placing it on here and then stitching around it that we're going to be attaching it. So I do actually kind of want these to be flattish versus like bulging. Okay, definitely need more up here. So let's get a little bit of fluff. Fluff it up. Tracy, yes, so this Friday is Finish It Friday. So this is a kind of, again, a goofy day, a goofy week this week. It's half March, half April, so I'm not really counting it as a full week. So we kind of got these bonus couple of days to finish up these projects, which turned out to work out great. And yes, so Finish It Friday will be this week as well. It'll be April 2nd. So we need to find a project for that. This whole week is going to be finishing up projects, which is just fun. I don't mind that at all. We might actually do it might be more of like a Finish It Thursday and Friday. So maybe we can grab a project that we can do both. Maybe we'll work on, ugh, look at all this. Maybe we'll work on the Aurifil block of the month again. We can make more of our little quilt blocks for that, and maybe even start laying that out. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so that guy is ready. I'm excited to get that on, and we can kind of decide where we want it. Like, is it scooched up or further back? We can play around. We can just pin it on and see. And we also kind of want it to function. Like, we want it to help like prop him up and stuff too. So it might actually be a little bit lower like that. But let's do this guy first. So cute. So I see how flat it is. I am kind of leaving it flat like that. It'll be easier to stitch. And you can actually even form it a little bit if you want it kind of pointing out a little bit. You can work the stuffing like that. I kind of like them when they're kind of curved in a little. I mean, and they'll move around as you use it, but that's what I like doing. All right, let's fill in this guy. This is the back leg again. I am going to have the hemostats help me with this again. Just to get it going, I think is helpful. There we are. Okay. Alright, so this is just a random note for you if any of you are on my newsletter. So we did send one out today, but we're switching email providers. So if you didn't receive one today, check your spam for it. Or send me an email and I'll check on it. So you should be continuing to get your email. But if you didn't get one today, then just make sure that it's not in a spam folder. And you can just drag it to like your inbox, and then that should train the email a little bit. I need a hair more in here. But should be good to go. Ooh, and we are starting the process, you guys, of redesigning our website too, which is going to be fun. So if there's anything that you absolutely want to see on our website, we're going to do a whole big redesign. Let us know. And we will try and get in as many features as possible and as many like bits of info that you want as possible in there. Okay, I'm done with the fluff. I'm going to put that away for another day, and I got like so much left. I got like, I don't know, 12 of these packages of fluff. It's crazy. Lost some fluff on his nose. He's going to sneeze. All right, so we got a back leg and a front leg. I'm going to just kind of place... Should I place them one at a time or together? I think I'm going to go one at a time. Let's do the front one first. Oh, Gretchen, all the patterns that we buy stored forever. That will definitely be a feature. I think I have a plan for that, so yes. I'm not sure if it will have your old ones that you've purchased, but I might be able to work on that. But all new ones will for sure be there. And I think I don't know, I might be able to get some of the old ones in, but new ones for sure. But yeah, I'm really excited for that feature. All right, I think I kind of have this placed where I want. The trick is that this opening, we want that kind of flat against our bunny no matter what. And I think right there is looking awfully cute. So I'm going to just kind of pin it. Well, I'm actually going to just kind of throw a pin right in the middle there. I think that's probably the best way to do it. This would actually be a cute place. Some stuffed animals are like this, like button stuffed animals. This would be cute for a button right there. And then you could kind of pivot the leg on that button. That would be cute. But all I want to do now is, this is going to be a little awkward, but what I want to do is do the ladder stitch around this leg. So I'm going to kind of come in to where it hits both the leg and the body, and we're going to just go all the way around in as much of a circle as I can. The key is we want to block in that square, or that circle. So let's grab some more thread. Oh, and I have my needle on here yet. Ugh, fuzzles. Fuzz everywhere. Okay. Oh, Darlene, that's awesome. Yeah, so the bunny will stay in the shop for sure. We have a lot of those patterns yet. And I'm just happy that we got to make it. It seems crazy that I haven't made this with you guys yet. It's just such a fun little project. I mean, it is taking us a little over a week, but, that's just like an hour at a time with some chit-chatting too, so, and the thing is, you guys could probably make 2 in that same amount of time if you, had them running at the same time. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's fun. So we'll definitely have to do the alligator as well, and we'll have to do some more patterns like this too. I think that'll be neat. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just start kind of at the bottom. I want to hide. I'm just kind of getting right. You know what? I'm going to use bunny number 2 just to prop myself up, just to show you guys. I would probably have this in my lap normally, but his head's in the way here. But I am trying to kind of open this up and see where that hole is, and I want to be like a good 1/4 inch away from that. And I'm going to come like from the hole up a little bit, just to. I don't have to be right in the hole, but I'm going to just kind of go in an area where this will be blocked, and that's where my knot can sit. That can just sit right in the middle there. And just checking the position. All right, I'm going to hold that in place. And now I'm going to do my up and down ladder stitch. Oops, caught the tail here. So this does not have to be a perfect circle. It is just literally about getting this leg attached and hiding that circle that we were stuffing it from. And remember, you can stay loose with your stitches, and then you can pull them all together all at once. So I'm just kind of getting around the bottom edge here. You can see my little ladder stitches hiding out there. And this actually goes pretty quick. A little awkward because you gotta get the leg out of the way. Ugh, you guys, we are having the darndest time trying to find anywhere to get vaccinated. So, and what's super annoying is like in Wisconsin we could, and we actually might still try and get vaccinated in Wisconsin. I don't know. Otherwise, it's the only people like our age. So we're allowed to get, like, we're in the age group that can get vaccinated now. I think all of Minnesota is eligible now, but that doesn't mean you'll get one. So the only people I know our age who can get vaccinated or have gotten vaccinated are people who heard through the grapevine from someone else of some little place that happened to have extra things. No one's finding their vaccines in like a normal systematic way, which super freaking sucks. Yes, we've registered Gretchen, but we are never going to be on that list of whoever's next for that. So the only people that are, even, older people, the only people who are getting vaccinated are people who call around at every freaking possible place and hope that they pick up and happen to have something. Oh, Rama got her second shot today, where it's just crazy because, like, the people, like the friends we know in Wisconsin, just have theirs. They can just go and call up, oh yeah, we got tons of openings. Come on in. So I don't know. I don't know what it is about here. Yeah, that just isn't a thing here, Gretchen. Like that's just not a possibility. That's not how it's working here at all. You just have to, yeah, all the pharmacies do it, but you can't get in. That's the problem. So we've been calling like pharmacies and stuff, but no one has anything. And they don't even schedule for more than a week out, so we can't even see what it's like 2 weeks out. Anyway, it's annoying. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are able to get it. It's just been absurd. We keep hearing all these people who are getting it, and it's all through the grapevine, like, oh, her sister knew this place at the whatever, so gave her the inn, and, so it's all that sort of thing. Anyway, that's the state of the state here. We might be able to get in to Wisconsin because we do have a little bit of land there, so technically we could go there too, and there have been some there, but we can't drive 5 hours on a Wednesday, which is what it would take to get it there right now. So anyway, I don't know. I'll have to just wait, I suppose. Oh, that's how it is by us now, too. Everyone over 16, well, starting the 30th, which is tomorrow. But you can get them, but that doesn't mean you can find anywhere to actually get it. Yep, Sylvia, that's what our plan is. That has not been going well, though. Squeaky wheel situation. Oh yeah, Mary says I got my vaccine because of my job, but in California we're a long way from people my age just being able to go get one. That's how I'm feeling too. It's like, come on. uh, it's just, I don't know, crazy to see how some states almost everyone's done or whatever, and then it's like we're all like battling for an appointment, it seems like. Anyway, well, this guy's standing up pretty good now. We got his first little foot on. So that didn't take that long. So that's great. So I'm very happy. I was thinking that would take a little bit longer. But now you can see it's attached kind of in a circular way, just enough. It's covering that hole. That's what we needed it to do. So, all right, let's get the back leg here. So this is kind of where we were thinking of putting the tag too. I suppose we could have put the tag right in there. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave the tag off and I'll figure out a way to get it on later. Actually, I could just put it on the bottom. Maybe I could just not have it be a floppy tag and just kind of stitch on the two edges. Maybe I'll just do that. I'll do that later. I always like putting those little tags on. So let's just worry about the pin, or like this back leg for now. I'm grabbing that pin again. Just trying to figure out where I want to place it. I could go back here. I mean, that's not a bad idea yet. It could be even with your other back leg if you wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Then it looks like he's got his back legs in place, and he's kind of twisting the front of his body to look at you. In the diagram, I have it kind of shushed forward just a hair. The nice thing about moving it forward a little is that it covers your ladder stitch where you close it up, and it kind of looks like he's just leaning forward a little, twisting his body a little bit, which I think is kind of cute. So I think we'll go like right here, I think. So I'm seeing where he's standing up naturally, and then I'm placing the foot kind of where it's naturally on the ground, and I think we're gonna go right like so. Let's just throw our pin in there to kind of sort of get it staying. And I think I can get around there with the rest of what's on my needle here. So we'll be good there. Alright. So, starting underneath again. Just kind of hiding that knot. And now we'll start going around. Oh, I should prop him up on Blue Bunny again. That worked pretty swell, actually. Get a little bit closer. A little bit more balanced. But yeah, again, I would probably put this on my lap and it'd be doing the same thing. Yep, Marion, that's how it is by us. It's a pile of nothing. Ah, stabbed myself. Oh, Kathy. So Kathy's saying in Texas anyone can get it today. So that's I think a lot like Minnesota. They say you can get it, like you're allowed to get it, but again, the actual finding an appointment that exists anywhere in the state has been tough. We maybe have a lead on a place that's like an hour and a half away. I think John maybe called them today. I don't know. That must not have panned out. Ugh, we'll call them again tomorrow. And these poor pharmacies, though, like, they're probably just all day long getting people like us calling all day long. So, I mean, that's not efficient. Anyway. That's all. I'll stop talking about it. That was just a big portion of our weekend. Alright, I think pin's gonna get out of my way. The goal, again, of this is just to hide that hole that we did the stuffing in. So just make sure that you're far enough away from the hole. I'm getting a little close to it now, so I want to err on making my stitches a little further out. Alright, let's pull these stitches. I got a little bit further to go, but I wanted to just get those placed. Oh yeah, I guess I'm only about halfway. Oh, make a choker with the dig. Oh yeah, I could put it as part of the necklace. Oh, that's right. I could do that, Patty. That's a cute idea. Let's see. I kind of I want to do a pom-pom, but I could have it on with the pom-pom. Maybe I can have I don't know how I'm going to attach the pom-pom. So maybe I have some scrap fabric from this. Then we can sew the label onto that potentially. That'd be kind of fun. All right, we're almost around. Ah. Needle fell off again. Boo. I should just tie it onto the needle, really. Ugh, jeez, Lisa. Yeah, that's not fun. I can imagine dealing with all that too. Okay, Blue Bunny, I need you again. Yeah, this is what's nice about the ladder stitch. I can have this all push this all the way back like this and make my stitches, and it's still gonna turn out fine. Okay, I'm just pulling those, and about 3 more stitches or so, and we will have everything stitched done, except for the label. Oh well. Ugh, got it caught around there. Okay. Alright, that's done. I just need to tie a little knot, and we are good to go on his little legs. Oh, thanks, Gretchen. Gretchen says these bunnies are super fun to make. Yeah, I do like making them in pairs. I know we didn't do that, but like I like making them in pairs because out of a fat quarter, you can actually get enough for two of the like bottom color. So I like picking 3 fat quarters out. So I have 2 different color bunnies, but they both have the same like belly color. That's kind of how I like doing these bunnies. Okay, there's his cute little back leg. So feel free to, again, squish it around so that everything is just where you want it. So there's the back leg. We got the front leg. I might actually kind of try and squish the fabric, or the batting, not the padding, the stuffing around a little bit more, because if I can get it in this shoulder area a little bit more, then his leg will be kind of forced in that down position. But I think that's fine like this too. But there we are, little bunny. So last touch on this guy is really to give him something around his neck, and obviously you don't need to do that. You're totally fine with being done just like this, and I think they're cute just like this without anything around the neck either. But they're awfully cute with something too. So I did have a pom-pom that I made here like a while ago. So that just happened to be like this bright orange, that same kind of color orange. Gosh, we have some purple here too, but I think just like this orange, I'm wondering if we could just tie this onto something, and I don't know, maybe this looks totally weird, but I thought it would be kind of cute. Ugh, it's kind of weird, isn't it? It's a little bit big. We could put it... Maybe this pom-pom just is too big and isn't going to work. But look at, should we put like a giant pom-pom in around his ear? That's kind of goofy too, isn't it? Maybe 2 pom-poms. Actually, I think this would have been cute as a tail too. Yeah, so we could have done a pom-pom for the tail. Let me know if any of you guys ended up doing a pom-pom for the tail, because this is just like the perfect size for it here. That would be really freaking cute. My next one I make, I'm going to have to do that little pom-pom for the tail. That's fun. So, I don't know. I think, let me just grab some scraps here. Gosh, even a black bow would be pretty. I wonder if this would go all the way around. Because there's some black in the pattern. It's kind of cute. It's like a little tie here. I'm gonna try it. I might have a little longer piece, but maybe we can get like an itty bitty bow. I might have to find something to finish him up a little bit nicer. But for now, let's see if Gosh, even just like tied in a knot here. I think I'm just gonna tie it in like a little square knot, and it can hang like a little tie almost. Here, let's just snip it a little. It's got a little fringe from the selvage, which is kind of fun. All right, it's something, and I think it's actually kind of cute. Little, his little tie. He's getting all dressed up here. Fun. All right, you guys, we have ourselves a finished little bunny. I might rethink a little bit of this necktie a little bit, but I actually kind of like the black. I think it's kind of fun. I think it kind of fits with the gray a little bit. Got the little fuzzles on the edge, little fringe. I think it's kind of sweet. All right, you guys. Alright, I just love how he turned out. Okay, and I'm looking at him from far away now, and I do actually really like that black little bow. I think that's kind of fun. It goes with his little beady eyes. It's just kind of sweet. It brings in some of the black from this pattern. Has a little bit of some black outlines in it. I don't know. I kind of like it. All right, so here's Blue Bunny and a little gray flowery bunny. I just think it turned out super sweet. So thanks again for making the bunny with me, you guys. Tomorrow we will be finishing up. It'll probably take us 2 days yet, but we'll be working on our herb bouquet embroidery. This was our embroidery of the month for March, and I didn't finish it, and we have 2 extra days of March yet, so I am hoping to finish this in those 2 extra days. So this guy is available as a pattern yet, and so is our little bunny, so check those out at penguinfish.com. And thanks again for making with me tonight. It's the best part of the day is hanging out with you guys. So thanks again. Have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.